Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back after a very, very long time to Scrap Mechanic Survival Unleashed, where we're building an unpractical and impractical factory that will automate all of our needs. There's been a massive update in Scrap Mechanic, and it's partially the update that I've been waiting for. Hopefully more features are to come, and we'll be able to make this factory even more automated than I could ever imagine. Last time we made this little robot claw. Between that time, there was a lot of things that went on. I had my surgery. I just took a break, worked on Generation 7 of Smarl. Anyways, that's unimportant. Today, we are going to finish up this claw and show off this grain silo, or crate silo, as I'm going to call it, that will store the vegetable crates until we need them to be delivered to the transport vehicle. And I'm unsure exactly how to do the transport vehicle yet, but we're going to finish off the rest of the vegetables besides this proof of concept for, I think this is for tomatoes only. So the way this crane will work and storage system will work will be kind of like a dual storage type system. We will have the crates come down in here. You can probably store up to 4 or 5 next to each other down this line right here. So they'll, come out, follow all this stuff, come down here and do their thing. I'm getting some frame rate issues, but I don't know why. But anyways, now that that crate's in place and the claw's reset, what we gotta do is when the sensor goes off, it'll say, hey, we need you to go down and grab this crate. It'll just pick up this crate and then move it over here. As you can see, it's a bit of a slow process. I added the wall right here to make sure that the crate is somewhat centered inside the claws, and it just drops it and it goes down in here. And then we can repeat the process for up to, I think, 3. This is just a proof of concept, so this will only fit 3 for now, and if we need to, we can extend it to fit more, probably up to 5. Okay, that was number 2. And I mean, I might as well get the third one on top and see what happens, just to see if we can fit all 3 on there. All right, that's number 3. It fits on there pretty decently. I might need to get this angle down a little bit just so that we can, I don't know, make sure it doesn't drop too heavily. But so far I'm getting a bit of a lag. I'm not sure why. It might be because I have these other prototypes all lying around, and that probably is why, or my graphic settings are just too high for now, so we might need to mess around with that. Okay, considering that my frames have not recovered means that it's definitely something with collisions and not with the graphic settings. So let's just test this out real quick. What this grain silo does is it will receive a signal from the control panel or some whatever control center I decide to put, and that will then let me choose which vegetables I want to unload, and that will then send a signal over to this. Pretend that this is a button on a timer. All it does is just push out 1 and then reset. The next one drops down. You can push out the second one and then that resets. The next one drops down and you push out the third one and then you reset and it drops down. It's pretty good, actually. I think the frame drop actually did come from all of these being stacked on top of each other, and I have no really good fix for that quite yet. But let me know if you guys can think of something. Maybe I can separate them out inside so that they're on like a tiered level and they only have to touch one block and not like all these other, I guess, dynamic blocks. We'll see. But yeah, so that's pretty much the whole grain silo mechanism. It's pretty simple. I just need to replicate that 3 more times. And how I'm going to get it to unload onto this system, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, with the new vacuum pipe update, or at least being able to suck up items, I'm going to be adding a whole lot more different sort of styles to this factory as well. We'll probably have like vegetables, farming here. We can do cotton somewhere else. We can do, pigment flowers around here in the back where they actually are growing. We can do all sorts of automation and have that connected all into one giant factory system. I think that would be really cool. So that will add more episodes to this series. Good for us. It is now day 2 of me working on this. Actually, this recording has been taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. I have ran into some complications trying to fit in these extra little pieces here. So I guess I want to show off what I did to solve those problems. First was with the carrots. The carrots weren't so hard. Actually, all I had to do was just put a smaller elevator that went up and then a pusher, and that was fine. I had to do some adjusting with the claws, but I got them to fit next to each other. However, the hard part is going to be the this beetroot right here, but then doing the broccoli. What I did here, instead of doing the method I used with the tomatoes, of having this ramp that caused it to be all weird and annoying and stuff, and eventually it gets up there, but it's a bit inconsistent. What I did was do a top-down elevator. I don't know why I didn't think of this for the tomatoes, but for this part, it causes a little bit of lag, and it actually isn't very, what's the word? Precise. As you can see here, as I just spawned all of this in, I have to like have some room. I need to leave some room so that we don't have any problems. And then it causes lag as well. So if you guys have any solutions to prevent this lag, I might need to listen to that, because I think this belt right here, for some reason, with the piston pushing down on the ground like that, it just kind of causes the whole game to lag, as you can see. However, when I turn it on, it seems to remove the lag, or at least most of it. I'm up to 54 frames now, so I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that, but whenever these things are moving, I tend to have less lag. Not sure why. But now the final solution, or I guess final problem to solve, will be getting these beetroots all the way down here and then up and across without too many problems. All right, we are back. Finally finished the 3 crane, or I guess 4 crane setup. I forgot to change the way the levers work. Hold on, I need to do that adjustment real quick. All right, there we go. Now, what we have here is the, I guess, loading dock station, is where we load the crates onto the silos. I think I mentioned the silos yesterday. So today we are just going to kind of paint things to make sure we know what everything means. And there we go. Perfect. Looking good, actually. This looks pretty good. So we have a little bit of lag, naturally, and that's probably because I have a bunch of other stuff laying around. So let me just delete a whole bunch of things and see if we can at least reduce some of the lag. Naturally, it didn't really help much, but we did, I guess, reduce some lag, maybe. So what we're going to do now is actually just take away all these crates. I don't know what to do with them. Okay, now I guess it's time for the unit test, as you can say, of everything. I'm not sure if this will even work. I haven't actually tested these all together yet, so we are going to all find out together if it works or not. It looks pretty good, I think. I used 4 different elevator styles, I guess 3.5 for these, and I actually might switch over the rest of them to see which one works the best. So with the beetroot side, what we have here is a elevator on push-up pistons that I kind of had, that I brought down to the ground, but actually I think is a lot less laggier than this one that's a hanging elevator from the top. So I actually might switch over this elevator to the push-up piston types, and then the rest is pretty much the same. All right, what we have here is, I guess, a unit test. So we're going to first start off with the filter of, I think this is on broccoli. No, it's on carrots. So we're going to see what it does with carrots. We're going to let it go. And once it goes through, we're going to see if it keeps on going. Now we're going to go to tomatoes and see if we turn on the tomato switch. We're going to go through all 4, and I can see it moving across. And it looks like things are going well. Now let's switch to broccoli. I can't really tell if it's doing well or not, but we're just going to keep on going. And now let's do beetroot. And now I'm going to go and turn off the... There we go. All right. So. Oh. All right, so the tomatoes are going through. Looks like they're going through pretty well. Looks a little bit lopsided, but that's okay. And this looks like this was the carrots or broccoli. I think that's the broccoli right there. And now the beetroot should be coming up. And it went a little bit hard of a shove, so I might need to reduce the strength of that real quick. But actually, wow, look at that though. In the end, I believe these were all originally empty, and now I believe all 4 of them have crates. Nice. Pretend these are actually the proper, things once they get sorted out from the actual farm. But now all of these are properly here. The hard part is going to be automating these cranes. Well, I guess not hard part. I guess tedious and annoying part. Because then I'll have to automate it so that it grabs whenever there is one. a crate here, but also will not grab any more if the silo is full, so that they start stacking up back here. And if there's too much of an overflow, then that's on me. That's just because I don't think that'll ever happen, but that's just how it goes. But this does work. This is overall set up, so I'm really excited and proud of that. All right, what I've gone and done is actually just kind of just hook up everything onto one switch just to see if they all work. They probably won't. There will be a couple fine tuning, I think, that needs to be done, but here we go. Let's see if they can all run at the same time and see what happens. Looks like they're doing okay. Seems to have lifted up properly. Okay, brings it around, shoots it over, places it in, drops them down. Actually, they all worked. That was actually beautiful to watch. Wow. That was awesome. That was actually incredible to watch. And now here they come back and they go back to their original positions and all that stuff to pick up the next one. This is actually perfect. I will definitely need to do some fine tuning to get it automated properly, but just the proof of concept works. And I can stack up to 3 of these. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then probably another 3 or 4 on this hopper right here. It'll start causing lag, but that's okay. Wow, we're coming along. So after we automate this, we're gonna be able to start the fun part of getting the automated, I guess, self-driving transporting truck is gonna be the idea to get this over to the trader. Of course, I'll have to be inside of it for it to work, but it'll still be technically automated. So yeah, I'm going to call it here. It's been a very long time trying to get all this working. I need a small break. So next time we will do what I just said we will do. But until then, I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night, or evening. And I will see you next time.